Morning, everyone. Mark and friends, it's a good week to have a good week. This is a little explanation of what optimal teasers are. Now, an optimal teaser is, and I'll give you an example what I played already. However, there's a little bit of a change, but I'll explain that as well. An optimal teaser is when you can move the line 6, 6.5, 7 points and cover some key numbers. For example, this week Philadelphia is a 2 or 2.5 point favorite. I like the dog plus 8.5 or 9. So I can still play that. There hasn't been a line move that has changed that. Now, an optimal teaser is, in that case, I'm getting the 2.5 plus I'm getting a 3. I'm passing the 4, the 6, the 7. I'm going all the way up to 8.5 and 9. Now, the other side of this is, with Mahomes being hurt, there has been a significant line move. The game opened Kansas City 1.5. I immediately played Cincinnati along with San Francisco and moved the number 6, 6.5 points. So I'm getting 7.5 or 8 on that end of it. So I have two dogs getting significantly better numbers, covering optimal teaser numbers. Now, let's look at what another way to look at an optimal teaser. And this isn't available because of what's going on with the lines this week. They're very close. For example, if you have a favorite and you like a favorite and they're laying 7, well, you don't want to lay the 7. First of all, a lot of places, if a game wins in a teaser and it ties the number, you lose, and you don't want to play in places like that. So if you have a favorite that's -7 and you want to change the number down to, say, -1 or -0.5, you take a 6 or 6.5 point teaser, you reduce the number from 7 to -0.5 or -1. I would suggest taking it to the 6 to -0.5, especially if ties lose at your book. So that doesn't exist this week because we don't have any favorites in that price range. Let's see what happens in the Super Bowl. We might end up with something like that. I doubt it, but because these 4 teams are pretty close. But that's the optimal teaser issue. And a lot of people say, well, you should never play teasers. I disagree. Some of the biggest bettors I know have played them, and they always look for the optimal teaser formula. This week, I like the teaser on the dogs. So it's not as big a deal as you would if you were playing the favorite, but it's still a big deal. It's a little education point. Anyway, let's have a good week. Let's win a lot of money, and we'll check in next week. Thanks, guys.